channel is currently more about moving to Australia than it is about trucking. But I will one day get back into trucking, so yeah, stay tuned for that if that is something you're interested in. Today's video is going to be all about talking about the visas that you can get to come out here to Australia. So hopefully we'll get some people in the live chat and get some questions, and yeah, we can go through all the different visas that you might be looking at, and I can sort of explain a little bit about the visa that I'm on. Got here on my partner's skills, which is a teacher. So yeah, if there's any questions that you have, then you want to know how easy or hard it is to get to Australia, then I'll try my best to help you guys out. The good thing is this morning it is cold, but it's not windy, so you should be able to hear me pretty well today. Good morning. Don't be shy, say hello in the live if you're here. Currently walking to work. I'm a bit overdressed, if I'm honest. It's not that cold, but better to be prepared. Good morning, Wayne Taylor. Oh, you was in the last live, I believe, wasn't you? How's it all going? So yeah, the 482 visa that me and my partner are on is a skill shortage visa, and the way it works is basically Australia, the government, pick out areas or regions where they want people with certain skills to locate to, because obviously everybody wants to move to the cities and big towns and everything like that, but nobody really wants to move out to these rural areas, which I am in at the moment, which is quite surprising really, because I think it's bloody beautiful here. Hi, enjoying that fresh mangy morning. It is, yeah, proper fresh this morning. I'll have a quick look. I'll turn you around. There we go, look. It's not the worst weather in the world. It's not raining at least, but it's that sort of weather where by the time I get to work I'll have a moist beard. Turn you back round. Am I a fan of Mozart? I can't really say that I've listened to much, if I'm honest. This is Australia, Western Australia, where we are at the moment. I am just currently walking into work, and it is 7:30 in the morning. Where are you guys all from? Are we Australians ourselves, or are we from all over the place? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, the regional thing, not many people want to move out to these regional areas, and I can kind of understand a little bit, I guess, but me personally, I'm kind of embracing it and I'm enjoying living out where we are. There's a good sense of community. Everyone seems to look out for each other, so yeah, it's always good. He's working number 37. Maybe, yeah, no doubt. In WA Police, nobody wants to go to the bush, but when they get there, they never want to leave. Yeah, do you know what? That's very true. I've got a friend who's ex-police, and he worked in Perth first. And when he was in Perth, he had a lot of problems and didn't really like it that much. And then after a while they moved out to I can't remember what the name of the place is now, but it was out rural, really rural, like a community of like 300 people. So yeah, that sort of opened his eyes, and that's why he lives here now. It's not quite that rural, but still rural enough. Rural. Getting all twisted around my tongue this morning. Any questions? My friend with the BBC went swimming in a lake in Thailand. Sure, okay. Whatever. Got the trolls in this morning. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. It really helps push the video out to more people. Appreciate that. So yeah, basically, if you are considering moving to Australia and you're wondering where to go, the city life does seem appealing to a lot of people, but I would be open-minded and consider these smaller communities. People are a lot more, well, I don't know actually, I can't really compare because I've not actually lived in the city, but from my experience, people are really friendly in these small communities. They sort of welcome you with open arms, whereas I think if you was in the city, you'd just sort of, blend in, just another number with the rest of them. But yeah, our experience has been pretty good in terms of friendliness and that. Don't get me wrong, there's some concerns and things that are not great, but they're all things that are like easily overcome. Yeah, exactly. It's about 3 hour. If you've not got kids, it's about a 3 hour drive. When you've got 2 4-year-olds, that makes that about 4.5 hour drive with all the pit stops. But yes, it's close enough to the city that you're not, you can go there for a visit and not have to feel like, like there was one place we was looking at called Port Hedland before we came, and some of you could probably know what Port Hedland is. 17-hour drive to Perth, and I think it was about the same to Darwin. So those are the 2 closest cities. So yeah, definitely didn't fancy that one. I did escape the UK indeed. If you're talking about the UK, why is the UK in a bad mood? Where do you want to start? There's a lot of reasons. I'm not going to get into it because, yeah, it gets all a little bit too controversial, so I'll stay one out of it. Australia? Oh, I don't know. I've not seen. Maybe you're going to the wrong areas, mate. Where where I am, everyone's pretty chilled. I've not had any moody people really. I mean, obviously I have, but not the majority. Definitely a minority of people that are moody. Immigration, that's right. Kind of what this channel is all about, I guess. Yeah, so we're on a visa called a Dharma visa. Designated area migration, something or other. So yeah, basically, if you look up DAMA, then you can look and they'll come up with a skills list of jobs they're looking for in regional areas. So depending on what you do, you might qualify, and you might be surprised. There's things on there like hairdressers and stuff like that. So don't just think, because you're doing an ordinary job that you won't qualify on the list. Sometimes that's what they need more than anything. People that do the ordinary jobs. Graduating time UK, 54% grads are overqualified. Australia is spenny anyway. I don't know what that means. There's a lot of opportunities here in Australia, if that's what you're trying to say, especially over here in WA. So I'm getting out of breath. It's a bit cold. It's like taking your breath away this morning. Yeah, over here in WA, there's so many opportunities, especially with all the new mines that keep getting discovered. You've still got a while. It's the richest state in Australia. It's a bit like if anyone knows anything about Canada, Alberta being the sort of fuel of Canada. Taking Aussie. Any trade here is in demand. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of demand for any sort of trade. Plumbers, electricians, brickies, anything like that really. They're screaming out for you. Especially here in towns like this. If you're looking to get an electrician round, trust me, you're in for a wait. Unless you know somebody, then yeah, you're gonna have a long wait on your hands. Hello John, welcome from Canada. How are you finding Canada at the moment? Got married there in last August. Beautiful country. Got married in Banff. I have family that live in Calgary. Yeah, it's a place that I admire. Please ban. Oh, don't need any of that in the chat, please. Thank you. I've got 18 people. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Here's. I need a moderator, don't I? I'm on a 482 in Sydney from the UK. Tough living here. Yes, this is the thing with moving to places like Sydney and Brisbane and Melbourne, all those places that are really popular. There's such demand for housing, and they just slap up the prices on absolutely everything. Like, you're going to be paying extortionate rent. Whereas if you are moving out somewhere a bit more rural like myself, then it's not so bad. What distance am I covering today? My walk to work is about 3Ks. So, yeah. Yeah. It's getting all a bit political in the comments, isn't it? Yeah, if you're going to be moving to places like Sydney or Melbourne, and do expect that it's going to be pretty similar to the UK in terms of the cost of living. You're going to be paying a lot more for rent. I'm not too sure on about food and stuff like that, but it's definitely going to be a bit more of a struggle. My plan here is come January, when my kids are in school full time, to hopefully get into the mines or do some trucking for the mines or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Explore different avenues when the time comes, and then yeah, hopefully be able to get comfortable. My missus' wage is pretty good compared to the UK. It's over double her salary in the UK, so that's a massive positive. Yes, I own a car, but I just prefer to walk to work. It's a lovely walk, and it's good exercise. So I try to walk in pretty much every day when I go to work. I only work part-time, so that's only 3 or 4 days a week. Come to Brisbane. I will come to Brisbane one day. It's definitely on my list of places to go. Eventually with the channel, it's kind of how I see this channel going, is eventually travelling all over Australia and basically finding out the differences and exploring what the differences are between cities and rural areas. Yeah, just seeing this magnificent country, really. We've gone to Richmond, Virginia. The Richmond of Richmond. Good song, Oliver Anthony. Probably why we'll never go there, to be fair. Rent is double, food is double, utilities is half, salary is double. Overall, I'm better off and just can't afford a $1 million house. Yeah, exactly. So that is the problem, isn't it? So where I am, a 4-bedroom house here, you're looking at about $600,000 to $700,000. So yeah, it's still a lot, but it's definitely more obtainable than £1 million. How many PM for Prime Minister? Yeah, right. No, I definitely wouldn't be up for that. Yeah, it's there's a lot of things that I would do that would upset a lot of people, unfortunately. So I think it's better off that I never got anywhere near that. They call England the Sunshine State, but WA more sunshine and better beaches. Yeah, that's quite true. I mean, it depends. Like, you wouldn't think that we get much sunshine looking at this. Yeah, look at that. Go to sleep? I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to work, mate. I'm on my way to work. It's 7:30 in the morning. I've just had a full 8 hours, something I never got back in the UK as well. That's a good point, actually. Thanks for bringing that up. In the UK, when I was truck driving, I was lucky if I got 5 or 6 hours sleep. Now, I don't have to get up at 3 a.m, 4 a.m. I can get up at my own time. I don't start work till 8. So I'll take a nice slow stroll into work, something that I wouldn't have done back in the UK. One, because it was probably pissing down with rain most days, so I'd be drenched before I even got there. And 2, because it was too freaking far. Yeah, it's a bit of a foggy morning today. Look at that. Still pretty though. Pretty. Still pretty. Where in the UK, I was living in Thurrock in Essex, in the UK. Yeah. I got people coming. Yeah, I'm going to turn you around. Manjimup is wine country. It is indeed. Well, a lot of Australia is wine country, really, when you think about it. Oh, yeah, snotty nose. You guys are lucky, really. Usually I spend this time talking to my friends over east. I say you're lucky. You know what I mean. I would be talking to some of my friends over east at this time in the morning. But yeah, I thought I'd come on and say hello to you guys. Do you get much vacation in Australia and Canada? Yeah, that is one of the deciding factors, actually, why we came to Australia over Canada. Because in Canada, you're lucky if you get 2 weeks vacation. Whereas here, they actually get more than the UK. So that definitely helped sway our decision. Along with, a hell of a lot more sunshine, higher wages, and a few other things. Don't mean to sound camp. You're a nice looking guy, thanks. Yeah, fair enough. I'll take it as a compliment. I don't actually know how to respond to that. More than 28 days in UK. Yeah, so they get a lot more bank holidays here as well. They even have the day off for the King's birthday, which they don't even have in the UK, which I find bizarre. Absolutely bizarre, but it's what it is. Anyway, the biggest thing I found on if you can make it work is where in the UK you come from. If you're from the south, easier because you're more used to higher housing costs. Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, I've noticed that. A lot of people that say that Australia, the cost of living is worse than the UK, will be people from basically up north, or not London, or Essex, because it is pretty much, there we go, it's hard because Builder Bob's got a wife saying that. All right. Yeah, it's all relevant, I suppose, from wherever you live. Like some places, like I feel like I get a good deal coming from Essex and selling my house there to coming here and buying a house. But if I was to move to Sydney or Melbourne or something like that, then I'd probably feel like it's not really great of a deal. I'm not really getting more for my money or anything like that. So yeah, it's all relevant. Somehow the whole Western world's lost their way. Yeah, Essex boy. Yep. Hey Dan, how we going? And 33 years of my life in Essex, and couldn't wait to get out. And spent a long time trying to convince the missus to come here, and here we are, fellow Essex boy. Nice to see you guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. Costs nothing. Reason fruit and vegetables, meat can be expensive. It's so much as well, which is low prices. Yeah, and certain times of year it sort of fluctuates, doesn't it, here? So like sometimes you'll buy grapes and they're reasonable, and then you'll go in at a certain time of year and they're just freaking astronomical, and you're just like, how can they charge that? But like you say, a lot of it is because it's made in Australia as well. Australia gets 4 weeks vacation. There we go. Do you drive trucks? I don't at the moment, but I was back in the UK, and there's a big possibility that someday in the near future, I'm talking about sort of January time, that I will get back into driving trucks. But yeah, with my children not being at school full time, I look after them when they're their days off. How hot does it get there? And when is the hottest month? So December, January, February is usually stifling hot. What, mate? Yeah, it's usually stifling hot. Like you're looking at 30 to 40 degrees on average. It's weird as well because it is hot. Like if you're in the sun, you can feel it like piercing your skin, if that makes sense. Like it burns. But if you're in the shade, it's not like that heat in the UK where you can't breathe and it's so humid. It's definitely a different kind of heat here. Where are you going? I'm going to work. I'm walking to work at the moment. And every 10 years you can get 3 months service leave. Oh wow, didn't know that. Well, my brother-in-law is looking at coming over as a police officer, so that'll be something to tell him. I'm sure he already knows, so he's probably done his research. Right guys, if you have enjoyed the live and you've stayed along this long, then thank you for joining me. I am almost at work now, so I'm going to end the live here. Don't forget to hit that like button and go over to the channel, subscribe, watch some of my videos, it really helps me out. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you another morning when I walk to work. Thanks a lot. Western Australia, mate. Southwest. It's about 3 hours southeast of Perth. Yeah. See you later, everybody. Until next time, peace out.